Hey guys, what's going on? Jake from MeadSource here. Today I am going to go through a quick review of my Galaxy Note 8. About 1 year after I've purchased it. This one right here. Basically, my reviews when it comes to mobile phones, or just generally any consumer tech, I'm going to show these phones in the form that they are, after 1 year of use. There's no trickery here. I'll show damage that's happened, how well it's held up. Anyway, let's get into it. What has been good about this phone over this past year? The camera has been amazing. By far the best camera I've ever used in a phone. I know that there's other phones out there, for example the Pixel 2, arguably some people might say the iPhone. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you're going to get some pretty phenomenal photos from this fucking little champion right here. Performance. My god, this phone is by far one of the fastest phones I've ever used in my life. It just snaps through fucking everything. Again, there are phones that perform better than this, but in day-to-day use, you're not really going to ever notice. There's performance metrics out there that say, this phone performs better than this phone and all this shit. But at the end of the day, is it fast? Yes, that's all that matters. The screen size. This puppy, beautiful, nice large display. It's a good in-betweener for when you're on an aeroplane, train, whatever. You've got some good real estate for your screen here. I've never ever had dramas watching movies or shows or anything on this thing, so it's a great viewing experience. And that Super AMOLED display, goddamn, it's by far the best display you'll find on any phone, hands down. The Note 9 will be coming out soon, and the Galaxy S9 is already out, and basically there's not a lot of difference between these displays here, guys. So getting a Note 8 in 2018, yes, you will have the best display. What has been shit about this phone? The battery life is pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. I've got to carry around a battery pack everywhere I go. If I know I'm gonna be out of the house for more than, I don't know, let's say 6 hours, I bring a battery pack with me because this thing will die on you, especially if you're like me. I'm a heavy user of my phone. I'm always listening to podcasts, playing YouTube videos in the background just through my headphones, or watching videos. So even with the screen off, you will chew through the battery. I've had this thing off charge, since 6 o'clock this morning, 6 a.m. and I'm already down to 56%, guys. It's pretty average. Yeah, if you don't mind carrying a battery pack around with you, then no worries. All good in the fucking hood. The price for this phone at the time, depending on where you buy it from, online or through a shop or whatever, you were going to pay anywhere between $1,300 to $1,500 Australian for this phone, which is a fair fuckload of cash just for a phone. At the time, I probably wouldn't have said yes, that it's a good buy. It's a lot of money. But now you can buy it for pretty much around between 900 and 1,000 somewhere, depending on where you buy it from. If you buy it from a shop, like Harvey Norman or JB Hi-Fi, you will still pay around $1,300 unless it's some kind of special deal going on. But yeah, you buy one online for around about $1,000, give or take 100, which it's entirely up to you. For a 64 gigabyte model, that's you could get like a OnePlus phone that has very similar specs, probably outperforms it and has better battery life for cheaper, yes. But there are features on this phone that that you can't really beat. If you like drawing or taking notes, the S Pen is a massive deal maker for me. The reason why I got this phone is because I've always loved the Note series phones, and I like to draw and scribble. I'm not particularly great, but I do like to do it. So that was the selling point for me. So you are paying a premium for niche features. What else didn't I like about this? Updates. This phone, not only do Samsung very rarely release updates, I've only just got Oreo 8.0 on this phone. Like a year after 8.0 came out, and it's still not up to date with 8.1. Not only that, but then I've got this phone through a contract through Telstra, so Telstra then has to send out the update, And that took an extra, I think it was about a month after the update was released, which isn't too bad, but still, you're not going to get instant updates on this like you will on your Pixel devices or even your Nexus devices, as it turns out. So if you want solid, continuous updates, go for a Pixel, or dare I say it, go for an iPhone. I fucking hate iPhones. There'll be an entirely different video about those all up together. But if you update to your thing, go for it. Last but not least, the fingerprint sensor. It's frustrating, but it's not impossible. I mean, I've got big hands, so it's quick. Yeah, so that's definitely a positive side. So if you've got big hands, like I do, you won't really have an issue, but little-handed people, I could definitely see this becoming a thing. Yes, this phone has Face Unlock and iris scanning. Face Unlock is pretty useless. I've been trying it out for the past couple of weeks. I'm going to disable it soon. It doesn't use any infrared technology like the iPhone X or anything does, so you know, it's not even worth it. Iris scanning is good, but it depends on the time of the day and how much light is in the room, because basically it uses infrared light to scan your irises, but you know, if it's too bright outside, it won't work. If it's slightly on the wrong angle, it won't work. There's so many things. If you're wearing clear glasses, like, you know, just normal glasses, it will work. Sometimes I've actually had it work using sunglasses, but it has to be the perfect conditions for it to work. So it's got a long way for that. So basically I use the fingerprint sensor more than anything. Would I recommend this phone? Yeah, if you've got the money and if you love the Samsung experience, absolutely. It's an amazing fucking phone. I normally judge my phones on how inclined am I to root my device. If you don't know what rooting is, do another Google search. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there, but basically it unlocks certain features that you otherwise wouldn't get without the phone manufacturer enabling it for you. I have never felt the need to root this device. Not for any practical reasons anyway. I mean, I want to root every device, but that's just the inner nerd coming out of me. But at the end of the day, I don't need to root this device, so that is a massive positive. If your phone isn't doing what you want it to do, and you have to root it to get the features that you thought should have been in there in the first place, then you know, that's how I would define whether a phone is good or bad. These days, you can buy it a bit cheaper, but yeah, like I said, you've got to have the deep enough pocket for it. Otherwise, there are far many other phones out there that are a few $100s cheaper and will perform just as well, if not better, in the performance department. Cameras probably won't be as good. They could be, but they might not be, so do your research there, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This was just a basic overview. If you want a detailed review, I would love to give one. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.